Hello everybody, it's me, Riffraff Hornhelm, and I'm back again with another presentation from the Dwarven Vault. And today we have a monster review. And the monster we're going to take a look at today is the COCKATRICE. And the COCKATRICE, or COCKATRICE, however you want to say it, I'm not sure myself, comes to us from the original monster manual, as used with basic Dungeons and Dragons and advanced Dungeons and Dragons, or what's typically called 1E today. The COCKATRICE is a very cool little creature. It's only 3 hit dice, which is not very much, and has an armor class of 6. It can move faster than a human. I mean, it's a flying creature, so it can go winging around, and it's as you can see from the picture, it's very distinctive looking, and it is surprisingly dangerous. It is not something that once again has a lot of hit points. It's not impossible to kill, but if they attack you, they don't do a traditional amount of damage that's significant, so it's only 1 to 3 points of damage. However, anytime they peck at you, if they successfully hit you, you have to make a save versus petrification. Otherwise, you're turned to stone. So even the smallest bite may only do 1 hit point of damage, but you could be turned to stone. It's pretty nasty. Now, they're not common creatures. They're very rare. You only find them in small numbers. They're typically in like temperate and jungle type regions, very warm temperatures. They're only animals. They have no specific intelligence beyond animal intelligence. They're neutral. And obviously you can hit them with both standard weapons and magic, as they have no magic resistance. It's a creature that, if it gets you by surprise, can really hurt you. Having said that, if you're aware of what's going on and you're able to intercept these or do any damage to them, it doesn't take much to kill them. 3 hit dice, I mean, at the most you're talking 24 hit points. So this is something that should be manageable by most parties because of the, let's face it, the weakness of this specific creature. So, of course, have dwarves ever run into them before? Well, think about where they hang out. I'm not aware of any dwarves who've had direct interaction with a COCKATRICE. We're more likely to run into something like a basilisk, which has similar problems or has similar effects. But a COCKATRICE, nah, not really. And in asking around, yeah, nobody had. I'm not really surprised. We're not into jungles. That's more likely for an elf to run into than us. Good for them. But of course, in the gaming world, well, a COCKATRICE, does anybody have any experience with them? We went out to the greater Hornhelm community and talked to both the dungeon masters and the players and asked about the COCKATRICE. And they came back and said, well, from the DM side, nah, not very powerful creature. They have that one-trick pony approach. They can't do anything more than do the petrify thing, and they got to get to you to do it. They're not going to live very long if you're defending yourself against them. Now, they're small, so if you're trying to target them with arrows and crossbows and so forth, they're a bit harder to hit. But if they're flying at you and you got a sword or an axe, you certainly have an opportunity to defend yourself and prevent them from being able to peck you and turn you to stone. Sounds like a good plan to me. So the DMs, when I asked them about it, they said, well, really, a 2, maybe a 2.5. The players, much the same. 2 to 2.5. It wasn't considered to be a very potent creature. It was only animal intelligence, so it's not smart. It's not trying to, lay a trap or mislead them in any way. They were very direct when they did run into them. The number of encounters was very limited as well. Not surprised. It's not a very potent creature. It does have that one trick, and if it works, boy, it's really going to suck at your end. But most of the time, no, it's not going to be a big issue. So, interesting character. I guess it suits well in a jungle environment. but they're not powerful enough to dissuade you from going further. So that, my friends, is the COCKATRICE, or cockatrice, or however you pronounce it. And we hope you found today's presentation to be entertaining, educational, informative, all that kind of good stuff. If you did, please be so kind as to leave us a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Definitely share with your friends, drop us a comment, but by all means, come back and see us again real soon. We very much appreciate your kind support. Take care, everyone, and remember, dwarves rock!